Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think. Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through JustThriveHealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at JustThriveHealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's JustThriveHealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Hi, I'm Emily from SexWithEmily.com. Do you want to last longer in bed? Promescent is the only FDA-approved treatment for premature ejaculation. 1 in 3 men suffer from premature ejaculation, but they don't have to. Go to Promescent.com to get the desensitizing spray that will allow you to have the sex you deserve.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, I feel so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com where you can listen to all of our podcasts. We've got some amazing blogs, information. A really popular one has been how to give a blowjob lately. People love that post. And we've got just oral sex tips, everything you want. We got videos. Also, if you just want to make sure that you never, ever, ever miss a Sex with Emily episode again, we're releasing 2 a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can just subscribe on iTunes. They're free. They're easy. They'll come right to you, and you can listen to them because I know you want to improve your sex life. I've been getting so many emails from my listeners. I love hearing from you at feedback@sexwithemily.com. Thank you for your questions. And now we're starting actually on Thursday nights to take your calls. The number that you can call in between 9 and 9:30 Pacific Standard Time is, what is it again, Anderson?
1-800-LOUD-191.
Loud 191.
Or you can do love if you like. It works either way.
1-800. Yeah, well, we can't really steal the love, so we'll say loud because that's for another show. But loud 191, 1-800 between 9 and 9:30. So you're welcome to call on Thursday nights. It's a whole new fun thing. So, but you can also email me your questions as well. So tonight's guest, I'm very, very excited to have her here, is Kiara Mia. Hi, Kiara.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. She's a porn star. And she's awesome. She just got here, and she's going to give us some amazing sex tips. We're going to talk about her career. We're going to talk about what she's learned. She's been with men and women. And I think, who better to give advice? I should just stop talking and have you talk, right? So we're going to get to that in a few. But Anderson, I wanted to talk to you about something really quickly.
What's that, Em?
Okay. That is, I want to know about, so as you know, my Emily and Tony,
the ball cream.
The ball cream.
Yes.
So I launched a brand called Emily and Tony. It's emilyandtony.com. If you love my show and you love me, then use coupon code Emily and you get 20% off your first purchase. But I have this amazing, I have 3 products. But I gave Anderson some of my ball lotion cream to a powder.
You know what? What's the third product? I got the ball cream. Loving that.
Oh, lubricant. But the lubricant is not available yet. It's going to be available in a few weeks.
I was going to say,
we're
you think
waiting
that
for FDA
so
approval.
tiny I don't need lubricant?
No,
over here?
everybody needs lubricant. That's why I feel like lube is amazing during sex. And even if people think like lube, this is how it all started. So I started this company, and the reason why my products are so amazing, they're all vegan, they're all natural, they're good for you, they're reasonable price points, all that stuff, is because Tony is my partner. He owns Anthony's Skincare for Men, which is a huge skincare line. You can buy it at Sephora, everywhere. A lot of men know about it. It's been around for 15 years. But he's a childhood friend of mine. We grew up together in Michigan. Hadn't seen each other in 20 years. Had dinner in San Francisco 2 years ago when I was living there. And I said, you know what? I think there needs to be a lube on every nightstand. And he's like, I'll develop a lube with you. So then we made a lubricant and then the ball lotion. Because a lot of men sweat down there and they use baby powder, whatever. It doesn't really work. It's cakey. It's carcinogenic. And so this is a cream to a powder, and you don't sweat, and it smells delicious, and you can...
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm going to get one for everyone.
I would think porn stars would really like this.
I'm going to give you one.
I'm so excited.
Oh, my God. Do you
I
want to
never
smell?
even
I'm
heard
gonna
of
give
it.
you some.
Yeah, I'll totally.
You know what? That could be your best clientele, or female porn stars.
I know, right? Because haven't you ever... Yeah, have you ever encountered balls that were not so fresh?
Oh, my God. Almost every time.
Tell me. Okay, so check this out. It's a cream. Just put a little bit on your... It's going to make your hand powdery,
That's
though.
fine.
But it's a cream to a powder. So it's amazing, and it stays in one place. It's made out of witch hazel. It's tapioca.
Ooh, I
You
love
can eat
witch
it,
hazel.
Smell it, and so you don't sweat. And so men, you'd
Oh,
be
my
happy.
God. It smells yummy.
Right? You'd be happy to put.
I'm going to admit something right now.
Go ahead.
I don't have any on right now.
Okay, I smelled that.
No, you didn't. I was going to say that as well. Here's the deal: if you don't use it. As I was using it every single day, it was kind of in a routine.
Right.
Something happened in the bathroom. I got tile issues, so I had to use the other bathroom, and now I'm out of my routine. I don't floss anymore, and I didn't use the ball cream. I haven't used it the last few days. And I remember I was freaking out at the gym. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be sweating now when I didn't before? I didn't sweat before, and I don't. It's not like I've become dependent on it.
Right.
You know,
a little bit. Down under comfort, it's called,
listen,
by the way.
I love to use it and I want to use it, but if you start using it and then stop, it's not like you're going to start sweating all of a sudden if you never did before. What I'm saying is it's not going to affect your biology.
No, but you miss it.
Oh, I absolutely miss it,
right,
yeah.
Because it's amazing because you don't sweat. But also I have massage candles, and they're amazing. They come in vanilla and coconut and fougere. And they turn into oil. They turn into an oil. Did you know massage candles? You pour them on your partner.
Yeah,
okay, I'll give you one of
them.
those too before we leave. They're in my car, and they turn, and you can massage your partner, and it doesn't get gooey. It's not waxy, but it's kind of hot and warm when you put it on your partner's body.
I have a story with that.
Tell me.
I remember one time somebody was like, let's do candle wax. I saw it. I was like, yes. Well, I didn't know that you're supposed to use the body candle wax, not regular candle wax.
Right, because that hurts.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and it was an very ouch moment.
Right, so it's not waxy at all. It actually is massage oil. I use it in the morning on my body as a moisturizer. It's coconut oil, and it's beeswax, and it's
what's the other one you said? The fougere?
Fougere.
Fougere, what's that?
That's more of the male. It's spicy, bunch of different scents.
These candles make me wish I was single. I'm newly married. I've been married for almost a year now. But if I was still a bachelor, I would definitely have these at the house. And if I had a lady over, I would light the candles. And then later on in the evening, I'd be like, you know what's really cool about these candles?
Yeah, it's a massage candle.
It's a massage candle. And she'd be like, ooh, what does that mean?
Right.
And then next thing you know, I'm massaging.
And why can't you use that for your wife?
I do. But it's just
oh
not
my
nearly
God, because he's married.
nearly as exciting.
You need more of them then. But I gave you one.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's
We're
three.
gonna give you a whole bunch of this.
There's 3 scents. It's coconut, vanilla for sure. Anyway, if you love me, you love the show. It's free. I'm a hardworking girl. And go to emilyandtony.com. Use coupon code Emily. Get 20% off your first purchase. And I will give one away per show. So if you email me at feedback@sexwithemily.com, tell me what you want. Do you want Down Under Comfort, which is the ball lotion, or do you want a candle? And if you do want it, tell me why. I've gotten hundreds of emails already, and I'm about to pick winners. So just email me. And thanks for supporting my life, because I support all of you to have better sex.
The ball cream, just as soon as you put it on, you just feel like it's like a confidence builder.
Yeah.
Right. It confidence, because
I'm so excited. If I was a guy, I'd be really excited about this.
I know, right? It's like solving a problem.
No, really. I don't think I've ever heard of this before in my life.
I know, we invented it. Oh my God, how about that? I know.
Seriously,
I feel like
I'm gonna You have no idea. Like every man I know, I want to buy a bottle for them.
I know, seriously, right? It's $18, but you get 20% off, and it's a good buy, and it looks amazing because you can leave it on your nightstand. This is for you.
So like people that work with cadavers and they have to put that stuff underneath their nose.
Yeah.
For Kiara, it's kind of like the same thing. The ball cream is like similar.
Oh my God! You can put it.
I wonder if I could just sneak it on the talent.
Use it as massage.
Like when I'm giving a blowjob, just slightly rub it on it, start rubbing it all over the stinky part.
You should do that. Have you ever run into
they wouldn't even know.
Tell me, like, what do you
all the time?
But isn't there like a rule for porn stars that they need to shower ahead of time, or you need to?
Men assume that they took a shower on the way there, that they'd still be clean by the time they got there. And so some don't have a smell, but. When you're waiting around set, or if you're shooting outside of the pool and you guys are outside for hours just setting up, it's going to get sweaty.
Right.
And sweaty gets a scent.
Exactly. Yeah. And you can't be like, cut, please. I mean, maybe you could, but.
No, yeah. I mean, if it was horrible, I definitely would.
You should bring these to all the porn sets. I'll get you some. Okay, so let's talk about you. Kiara Mia, and your website is. What is it? Tell me.
It's kiaramia.com.
Easy. KIARA Mia.com. That's also my website, sexonly.com. Okay, so tell me, how did you get into this industry? How did you get into adult entertainment?
I've been doing mainstream for a long time. And at 21, I was dancing. I started dancing, and then I was doing mainstream daytime schools and auditions and blah, blah, blah. And during that time period, me and a group of friends, everyone, started doing porn, dancing, and then it moved to like bachelor parties and then privates, and then everyone was getting like offers. We all met people like in Playboy and Penthouse and Hustler, and all my friends were taking up the offers. But back then, when I was younger, it was taboo to try to be taken as a serious actress if you had anything to do with the industry. So I just kept my stripping for years and years and years, and all of them got in the prime time and made like the mega bucks in the industry. Like when money was just ridiculous.
Right.
And then years went on. So when that was like 21. So by the time I was like 31, I had like my first major feature film, and it was going to be like my own role with Keanu Reeves and Forrest Whitaker.
Wow!
And it ended up falling through 5 hours before I was on set to shoot.
No way!
So it was really discouraging. So after that, I was like, you know what? Let me put this on hold. See what else. I went to school for website design, so I was doing a little bit of that as well. And then at 31 or 32, I decided, I wanted to make some residual income. And as well, like, I had a MySpace, and, you have like 500,000 followers. Right. Wow. They love my photos.
Right.
So I was like,
sexy photos on our site. Check them out.
And I was like, if I could give $1 from each person on my MySpace for some sexier pictures, like, I'd be
500.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money.
Right.
I said, even if I got 50 cents from each of them, it'd still be a lot of money.
Right.
So that's eventually how it started. So I said, I'm going to do like a modeling site. And then I said, well, maybe I could charge $5 a person if I go topless.
Yeah.
And then even,
and it worked?
Well, I didn't have the website yet, but the pictures were going on. I started getting more into the industry, speaking to everybody. And then everybody's like, well, make it a, solo site. And, started building it. And then from there, they're like, well, do girl. And then my site got up and it was a girl website. And then, I was in a relationship with my ex-girlfriend at the time, so I wasn't doing boy-girl. And then it was from there. So I went in with the mentality that I'm here to make a career, to brand myself with longevity so that I can make residual income off a successful website.
Right.
So when I do retire from it, which I was thinking, going 3 to 5 years, make my money, have my website to keep going through, so I have money coming through so I can follow what I really want to do.
Right. And what do you really want to do?
Right now I'm training to get my life coach certification. I love motivational speaking and I love inspiring people.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's like
I've seen a life coach before. Yeah. I need to see her again.
It's powerful.
No, it's so powerful. Yeah. They make you set goals and agendas.
Yes.
Good for you.
I have mine. I got to call every morning at 6 a.m. I got to tell her for my day what my goals are, my ways of being, how I'm going to get there. And I'm accountable every day.
Okay, so you call her every single day.
6 a.m.
And so you can pay her for that, or you?
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's so funny because I was thinking that because there was a life coach that I've seen. She's in San Francisco, but now we do it on the phone, and I just felt like I was in therapy for years. But I'm like, no, I got my issues worked out. I know I'm messed up from my childhood, and I understand all that stuff now. But it's more like, and I was like, I wish I could just talk to someone every morning.
Yeah.
And I love that you do that. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That's so cool. So well, good luck with that. But right now, you still got this flourishing website.
Oh hell yeah! And I love sex. So when I thought. What else do I love? Okay, well, I love inspiring people and I love sex. And I'm good at sex and I've known that for a very, very long time.
What made you know that you were good at sex?
What made me know? I'd say I think for the first time, I was married for 6 years. That was my first.
To a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my first everything. And even then, like, just the power that sex had over him. And I knew it instantly. And I used to always use that not against him, but
Right.
I always knew the power I would have over him with sex.
Right.
You want something? You want a blowjob? You know?
Do
you
the
want,
dishes.
You know? Yeah. Just different things. I always got what I wanted. Always got what I wanted. And then from there, once we got separated and started dating other people, it was so powerful.
Right. So what makes you, what do you think you really enjoy it? And you really enjoy
one
giving.
One thing and I try to explain this, like for me, when I have sex, it's a spiritual experience. Like in that moment, I'm really connecting like my whole being into the other person.
That's amazing because most people are thinking about like their to-do list and they forgot to pick up the dry cleaning.
So there's a disconnect. But like with anything, when you build a rapport with somebody, anything's going to be that much stronger. And I really feel that I have a very powerful passion. So when I release that and I completely put down every wall and everything I've ever held back, and for sex to me is really powerful. So I'm able to really connect into people. And people will feel it like the instant I even put my hand on them or like the entrance or whatever or like certain moves and they'll be like, whoa, I felt that. And I'm like, you feel that? They're like,
how could you teach that to someone? How to do it?
What I started learning later on is it's called Tantra.
Yeah, it's like Tantra. Okay.
So when I learned, I had already been doing my own Tantra because it was something intuitively I already knew. So when I started reading on Tantra, I was like, oh my God, you're able to get to that level with any partner, with two people who are able to meditate. It's almost like a meditation, an energy exchange.
Right, exactly.
So somebody who has to be like open to it, or if you're powerful enough to meditate it and to exude the energy yourself, you can get them like into it as well.
So I mean, Tantra, I always think of it as like delay, like you're connecting with each other, but you're also kind of like delay. It's not all about the orgasm.
Right.
It's kind of about
it's like you're in your own
energy.
dimension.
Right.
You're completely in a dimension where the world does not exist. Like you can't hear anything. You have zero thoughts but the person and the energy that's extreme. Almost like if you're in outer space and everything's jet black, but you can feel the cool coolness of it.
I love that. That's really great because so many people, I mean, I feel like we're sort of at a crisis because I feel like, with medication or whatever it is keeping people from having great sex, which keeps me in business because I'm always helping people and giving them advice all the time.
Right.
But it's like people I think they just don't, they either like women have trouble orgasming. Have you always been able to orgasm easily? Or?
You know what? I didn't have my first orgasm till 2 years into our marriage.
Really?
I didn't even know women had orgasms. Wow. I was brought up a born-again Christian, and it was taboo. Everything was taboo. So even sex before marriage. So when we had sex, I was like, even before marriage, like I would just lay there. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like I would never like enjoy it because I'm like, we're going to go to hell.
Right, exactly.
And then once we got married and I was trying to get into it, I enjoyed it. Like I always wanted it, but I didn't know I never had an orgasm until I had this a friend who was this huge slut, but loved her to death.
Right.
Everyone loved her.
I
like,
always
nothing
loved
about
sluts.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Huge slut. And I used to always ask her, I don't understand why you sleep with all these people. I'm like, I don't. Like, I'm like, you don't even like talk to them again. I'm like, what's the point? Because I'm all about heart and soul. Right. And she looked at me, she goes, you've never had an orgasm. And I said, what exactly is that? She said, oh my God, you never have. Well, you wouldn't have asked that. I said, well, I don't even know what that is. Like, what exactly is that?
Oh my God,
and
you're so innocent. That's amazing.
Exactly.
Okay, so how
she showed me. So she was like, okay, let me show you. She pulled like her underwear off and she was like, this is your clit. I didn't even know we had a clit.
Oh my God.
I knew nothing. I was so naive. So she showed me the clit and she's like, if you just keep rubbing this, at some point you're going to get this feeling called orgasm. So like I'd been trying it for like a few weeks and then nothing was happening. And then,
by yourself, you were trying it. Okay.
And so she was like, okay, well, how are you doing it? So I went over her house again. And then she kept getting she put her hands under my butt and she's like, you need to clench your hips, like up and down, up. She's like, you need to pulsate blood into your clit. I said, oh, because I was just laying there being like this.
Right. It's like Kegel exercises.
Yeah,
almost.
so I never knew it. So once I started like pulling, I was like, you can start feeling it like hardening with blood. And I think within a few weeks I orgasmed. I remember calling my husband. I was like, I had an orgasm.
Oh my God.
And that was it.
That was it. And then you were done. That is such a cool story. I wish I didn't know about masturbation either. Like I didn't, my family was open too, but they just, I never, I didn't even know about masturbation. It never
Right.
occurred to me to touch myself. And then all my friends in college, I was like 19, 20, and they were like, I'm like, I've never had an orgasm. And then my mom was like, really? She was like, she bought me a book, and I was like, all my friends were like sending me articles. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to do it. Like, so I wish I knew at a young age, but at least you figured it out.
Yeah.
So now do you have like G-spot orgasms as well? And
Yes, I can have multiple orgasm after orgasm after orgasm after orgasm.
that's amazing. So when you're shooting these scenes, do you have orgasms on the set? Like they're all real? Oh.
Sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes
you just can't get there. I get it.
Yeah.
Cameras and stuff, right.
Sometimes like it's just too technical to enjoy. And then sometimes if the director's like, go ahead, do what you like, and I'm attracted to the person, then I'll definitely.
Okay, then you'll have them. But what if that's the thing, because what do you think about porn today? Like, I always tell people that, like, porn's amazing. Like, so many men that I know and women watch porn, but it's not the best place for, like, I have a lot of younger listeners, too. It's not the best place for them technically to learn how to have sex. What do you?
You know what? I would say yes. If they don't have an idea, definitely, because then the guy's got to learn positions.
Because sometimes what you see in porn is, like you said, it's technical, so it looks good, but it's not necessarily like you're nowhere near her clitoris. That can't be a good position.
Right? There's definitely, I would say yes, because there's certain ways to hold a girl at certain times, and like there's different positions that maybe a girl might. Like reverse cowgirl, pile driver. These are things I'd never even seen until I got in the industry.
Right.
And I was like, pile driver.
Pile driver, what? It's in my book. I actually wrote a book called Hot Sex.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? Like, I had to learn. I've never even done pile driver, but I have a book about it. It's like on my list to do everything in my book, which I haven't done yet. But that's right.
So I learned on these things, and I was like, I would have never known. So I do. I think it's a great way to start, to learn a little bit.
But not
to get ideas. I mean, there definitely is not somewhere you want to go if you're looking to like please a woman or make love
That's what
to
I meant.
a woman.
If you want to make love and please a woman,
it's not. Yeah.
No, but if you want to like jack off and masturbate, go right ahead. Do it. Go to Kiara's website.
You want to like impress a girl that night. You want to learn a few cool little extra flips or something.
Right.
Yeah, you can. It's
exactly.
cool. Yeah.
But not if you want to please her. I get it. So tell me about Keeping Up with Kiara Mia. How did you get the role as Kim Kardashian?
That's my baby.
Tell me.
I came into the industry, and I'm a very I have a very big mindset, like entrepreneur. Like I always want to be the boss,
right?
And not in a sense because I want to control, but I want to be at the top. So I want to do it. I want to do everything. So I knew at some point I wanted to come in the industry and open up my own film company and direct and have things going on. So parodies are the biggest thing they're the only thing right now that DVD wise are making any money that you're going to see. Residual income.
Okay.
I like that word.
I love residual income. I just learned that too recently.
Yeah.
Right.
So, so I said a parody, and I know for the longest time, people are like, oh, I do. My hair looks like Kim Kardashian sometimes, maybe my makeup. And I thought, well, there's no Kim Kardashian parodies, so I would love to do one. So I came in and, I hired her makeup artist. I hired stylists.
You did? You hired her makeup artist?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
Come in and do up everybody. Yeah.
That's amazing. How can people see it? On your website? Or?
Yeah, in 2 weeks, the website should be up. The trailer will be on. And then our goal is within the next 3 to 4 weeks for the editing to be finished, and then we'll get it up and released.
Okay. That is amazing. Do you like Kim Kardashian? Do you watch the Kardashians?
I do. I'm a fan of Kim Kardashian. I know a lot of people hate on her, but I think she's her mom especially. Like I would love to sit with her mom and her mom's a smart businesswoman.
Right, exactly.
And people see it as a reality show. They don't see the business side of it.
Right.
It don't matter what she's doing. She's making money off of it.
She built an empire.
Yeah.
She really did.
That's all what it comes down to.
Exactly. Okay, so I have a question for you. You did girl on girl porn before you transitioned into girl on boy series. So what do you like about you're bisexual.
Yes.
So what do you like about having sex with women? And I want to know after that.
I already got chills. I'm excited.
Oh my God. Tell me what you like about it, because I want to get some tips, because people are always wondering, like, they're bi-curious, they want to hook up with other girls, I'm not sure. So first of all, tell me what you like about it, and then we can give some tips.
I've been attracted to women since I was in preschool.
Oh, okay.
I remember finding like my dad's Playboy or Hustler, whatever my dad had, like these naughty magazines, and like taking them to the bathroom, and like all I knew was I'd get horny and I didn't know what to do about it, but I just look at them, and I remember praying to God and being like, can you just bring this girl, dear God, to my house, please? Wow. Not that I even knew what I would do, but all I knew is I was really horny. So, of course, I brought up born again Christian, and I was like, okay. Me and my best friend used to always like play around and joke all the time that we were lesbian and kiss each other from the boys just to gross them out, because back then the guys were like, that's so gross.
Right. Now they're like, yeah, do it again, baby. Right.
Yeah. So what I like about women, I I love being with women.
Right. It just feels...
It's different. It's gentle. It's passionate. They're open. They're vulnerable. They're raw. Their skin is soft.
Right.
You know, they smell good.
They don't need ball lotion.
Yeah, definitely don't need ball lotion.
They don't need the down under comfort. Okay, so what are your tips? What would you say your top tips then for performing oral sex on a woman, going down on a woman? Like what should, because I get that email, all the guys are always like, and for women, whoever, bisexual, lesbians, people always want oral sex tips. And so I just thought you would have amazing oral sex
I would
tips.
say the number one is teasing. Before you even touch your tongue anywhere in the clit, kiss and lick around the whole vagina.
Exactly.
Like as long as you can. And she'll, she starts like moving her hips up and down. Because at some point she's going to grab your head and just stuff it in there. And her clit's just so fucking hard.
Right.
Like waiting for you to lick it. And she's going to be, so the minute you do lick it, she's going to come in like 2.5 seconds.
Exactly. It's the tease. So it's like licking her inner thighs, playing with them, kneading it. So don't go right for the clitoris.
No, last thing. That's
guys
the
always
last
do
thing.
that.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not even warmed up.
Yeah, and then they go,
I didn't even know you were here. I'm like, really? Like you're here on my clitoris? I don't even know what's happening. I'm still digesting my food. You're over here, my clitoris. So yeah, guys. So what? Anything else? Any other like tips? I think teasing is amazing, and I think that guys just like they hear it, but they're like, I can't wait. Yeah, what if my boner goes away?
Yeah, they get really excited.
They get really excited. And they just want to stick it in.
Yeah, and they're
Pisses
so
me
quick.
off.
Yeah, they're so now it's also so quick to like just want to make you come. Like, let me see how fast I can make her come, as opposed to letting her enjoy it so that she can get to the coming much quicker. I also say two fingers in the vagina, G-spot if you know where the G-spot is. Even if you don't, just 2 fingers in the vagina while you're licking the pussy. Again, will accelerate the process.
Exactly. And some women don't like fingers in though, right? Or do you think most do?
I don't know. I found straight women love it because straight women love penetration. Right. But I find a lot of lesbians don't like penetration. Right. And not even in the sense because they don't like the way it feels. I think something in their life happened where they just don't want penetration ever again.
Right. Okay. So what about when you do get to the clitoris and you're licking around? Like, do you have any like specific tips like sucking or tongue movements?
No,
or light or slow?
That you'd have to figure out the woman.
Because every woman's different.
Yes, because I hate being sucked. Do not suck my clitoris. Do not bite my clitoris.
Right.
And I like it like feather soft. The softer you lick it, the faster I'm going to come. So sometimes people go like really hard, maybe because their ex-girlfriend liked it really hard.
Exactly. They do what the ex wanted.
Yeah. And so I always say, so my thing is if I go on a girl, I always start off really lightly. And if I'm not getting a reaction, then I go a little harder. And then if I'm not getting a reaction, a little sucking. Do you know what I mean? Like you're trying to figure out.
You got to figure it out.
Do I want to
pay attention?
Suck it and flick it at the same time? Or do I just flick it? Does it around? Does she like it up and down? Does she like it side to side? So it's a matter of figuring out at one point you start hearing the moaning. At one point her hips start moving a little faster because then you've hit that.
Right.
Whatever she likes, whatever you're doing.
And then
at that
you keep
moment.
doing that.
Yeah.
That's really, really good advice. So what other areas do you pay attention to on a woman's body?
What other areas? The nipples.
Nipples.
Yeah.
So like hard, soft. I know it depends on the woman.
Yeah, again.
But I feel like in my experience and in life, what I've heard from people, like once you start having sex with someone, and I'm talking about men mostly. I mean, but they go right for the sex, or they might go down on you, but they forget about your breasts sometimes. You're like, no, it feels really good to like touch my nipples and to do things like that.
Yeah.
So like incorporate that into lovemaking, but start slowly when you're playing with the nipples and with your fingers lick them. I mean, some women like it hard when you start to pull them. I mean, that
my
can
best
feel really
friend
good.
does. We have threesomes all the time, and she's like, it's funny because when we have threesomes, they'll think like I'm the porn star and I want to be fucked like hard, and she's like, I'm like, she's a porn star in bed, I'm the lover. So
you're the lover,
and
she's the porn
I'm like,
star.
I like it slow and soft. She really does like it hard and deep, and she wants to like the shit bit out of her nipples, and I'm like, and don't do that to me.
That is a perfect example for guys just to know that every single woman is different. You're a porn star and you don't want to have sex like a porn star.
No, that's the last thing I want in bed. Yeah,
that's what you do for a living. That's so funny. That's so true. So you have a lot of threesomes. That's a big. So with do you just meet guys that how do you get into that? Because people always want to know like how do we meet a third? Like people who are in a relationship. I think the best threesome is when you're not when everyone's not. When no one is in a couple in that threesome.
Most of the threesomes, every threesome I've ever had has been like for work money. Right. So, usually I'm getting paid for whoever I'm sleeping with there. But But on a personal level, I hadn't had a threesome on a personal level probably since I was 26. And I used to do it a lot then. But I hadn't really done it in the last 10 years until recently. I was seeing somebody and we were like...
Are you seeing a man or a woman?
It was a man.
A man, okay.
Yeah. And, we were always like, we was always tease, and I'm like, let's go out tonight and you meet a hot girl. Because I haven't been with a woman in a long time. I haven't been with a woman in 2 years.
Oh, wow.
It's my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
And I've been started feeling really bad. Like on set I am, but women aren't into women. So it's a job. There's nothing like a connection.
Right.
Like I haven't really been with a woman.
Right.
Like woman, like in bed, just like be with a woman. So we were just talking. So one day he just texted me and he's like, let's have a threesome. I was like, are you serious? He goes, yeah. I said, okay. I'm like, do you have anyone in mind? He's like, find someone. So I found someone. Really easy.
It wasn't hard.
Yeah.
Right.
And we set it up. And the whole time I was just like, I forgot like how much I love women. Like I love women. Like I really do. Like I was like, and I'm such a sexual person. Like I loved being with both of them. You know what I mean? I loved being with her. I loved being with him. Like just, it was so much love. Like it's like a hippie. Like it was just such a loving moment. Like it really was. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a competitive person. I'm far from jealous. So it was a very beautiful experience. Like she enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. Like,
and they had sex.
Awkward. Yeah.
And
like,
you don't mind at all. Right.
Nothing. Like,
so many women.
I want you to fuck the shit out of her.
Right. Exactly. And so many, that's the thing with couples. I think a lot of times when they head into it, I feel like they need to, there can be jealousy. It can rip them apart. You have to be in a really stable relationship with someone where you communicate and you're open before you bring in a third. But then it could be a really positive experience.
Yeah. And I always explain too, like if I get asked to be into a threesome, I'm very, very specific. I'm like, there needs to be rules. So, it's a husband and wife usually.
Yep.
I'm like, and I'll sit them both down before it happens and I'll be like, I always tell the wife, I go, I'm the new girl. I'm going to get 90% of the attention automatically. And I've had enough to know that. I'm like, so if you're not going to get offended that you might get left out at moments just because he's in the moment, and you like be aware of that. Like I want you to be aware of that. And I always give me, here's a safety word, cupcakes.
Right.
But anytime you're uncomfortable, want to stop, just say cupcakes and everybody stops.
Right. You're the perfect woman to have a threesome with because they need to know this.
Yeah. And I'm like, and if you don't want kissing, like, I always recommend usually no kissing between me and the husband. You know what I mean? And I always will but I will always give her 90% of my energy.
Right. Okay, that's smart. That's a good breakdown of the equation there of the percentages of time that should be spent. And also, there are those rules. That's why I tell people, I'm like, maybe she doesn't sleep over the third person, or
no
sleepover, no kissing, no. Some people don't want penetration either. Yeah. I mean, whatever it is, but you have to make the decision. I think that's great. Yeah. So, how do you feel about sex toys?
I love sex toys.
You do.
Oh my God, I have a Hitachi.
Oh God, right, the magic wand. I know, right? It's the best thing ever. I talk about it all the time. No, it's not called, it's called the magic wand now, and it's not the Hitachi. And they have a new one. It's the same, but it's a little lighter.
Oh, God, thank God.
Yeah, I'll have to get you one. I'll have them send you one.
Hitachi's really heavy.
Right.
Like, my hand can start cramping.
If this is the Hitachi, you can go to goodvibes.com, use coupon code Emily, and you get a special discount on the Hitachi Magic Wand if you don't own one yet. Here it is from Kiara's mouth and mine, and we love them.
I'm going to put it on my Amazon wish list.
Oh, it is on your Amazon wish list?
No, I'm going to put that on my Amazon.
Put it, the new one. Yeah, definitely. It's new and improved, but I think it's still great. It's just a little lighter, and the switches are a little, because it's been the same forever, but it's like you plug it in, it's like the Mac truck of all vibrators. But last night, I was actually at the Sex Awards in Hollywood. Do you know about this?
I was there.
Yeah, I was there too. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Okay. So I was at the Sex Awards and I was in the OVO Lounge. So OVO is a new brand. They make these new vibrators. They're award winning. And everyone they have these new rabbits, like the old rabbits from years ago that are kind of junky, but this is like a new one. They have the K1 and the K2 rabbit, and it's rounded for comfortable use, features a double application, and they're all waterproof. They have 5 vibration levels. So go to I think you can buy them at vibrators.com, and you can also go to, I think, buyovo.com. But it was so fun. So all the winners came up, and I was hosting the OVO Lounge. Okay. So I gave them all these OVO, OVO. So check them out. And you can also check them out on my website. So I was just wondering what you like. Any other things? Do you ever use any? The OVO also has amazing cock rings. Do you ever use cock rings, the vibrating ones? Do you like them?
I think in the past I have a few times. A few people use them.
But it's not like one of your...
No. I don't personally ever carry one, no.
Right, okay. You don't carry it on you. But OVO makes really cool ones, too, if you want to check those out as well. Okay, so what... What would you say is your best advice for stimulating a girl's G-spot with your finger? I know we kind of talked about it briefly, but like, what would you say if a guy or a woman is with a woman and they haven't found it yet, or they haven't? Because it is, if people haven't had a G-spot orgasm, I always tell them like the best way to learn is with fingers first.
Yeah.
So, and lots of lube and fingers and play around. And do you have any advice for that?
That's a good question.
I know it's kind of hard to explain, right? It's
My ex-girlfriend was really good at this.
She was?
I mean, her fingers every fucking time. I mean, G-spot the minute she hit it in, I'd be like, fuck, I can't even breathe.
Oh my God, how'd she do it? What did she do?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I know. Oh my God, we can come back to
Excuse
it.
me, ex-girlfriend.
Right, that's so funny. We should call her.
I know. Yeah, her new girlfriend wouldn't be too happy.
No.
Okay, that's a good question. That's really hard. I almost think you gotta have long fingers.
Right.
But your palm should be facing up when you're inserting two fingers,
right.
Girl or guy. And it's just like the curling of it on the roof of the vagina.
Right, so the come hither motion.
Yeah,
and towards her belly.
At some point when you just see her go, you've hit it, basically.
You got it, right? And you got to keep putting pressure on it.
It's a pressure. And
right.
you just keep, I guess, playing with it until you find it. Because every girl's G-spot, the same, too, is different.
Exactly. God, they're all so different. I feel bad. I do feel bad for people because every woman is different. But it's kind of
what
fun.
I will say is anal sex will
Let's get into anal sex.
always hit the G-spot.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
So tell me, let's talk about your anal sex tips then.
Okay.
Okay, because as long as you brought it up. But it does hit the G-spot. Not always, though, but for some people.
Most of the time it does.
It hits the G-spot.
For me it does.
For you it does.
Yeah, every time.
Okay. So is there a certain anal sex position that it always hits your G-spot every time? I know it feels good. It can feel good.
Yeah.
Like when you're having, what's your favorite anal sex position?
Favorite? I'd probably say doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have orgasms that way.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Like, the minute it goes in, it hits it.
That's amazing. And you use lube, lots of lube.
Oh, lots of
You have to use lots of lube.
lots
That's what I always
of
tell people.
lube.
If you haven't had anal sex, you need to use lots of lube.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes like guys will be like want to stick their finger in too or something. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Right.
can you at least spit on it?
Exactly. Do not just stick your finger or your penis in without lubricant. That's why I made a lubricant, because I feel like people do not use enough lube a lot of time.
so
Okay, so what would you say? What is your favorite guy and guy stuff? I have some guy and guy questions, or guy and guy, guy with guy, guy and girl. What's your favorite sex position and why? Like when you're having sex with a man.
Okay. It depends on the size of his penis.
Okay.
If he has a big penis, I do like to be sitting straight up on top and just grinding back and forth, because then it hits the G-spot.
Sitting on top, grinding back and forth.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it hits the G-spot and the clitoris.
Yes. Well, my clit is really high up.
Right.
So I have to be leaning to hit it.
Okay.
But if I sit straight up and I'm on my knees and I'm riding him and I'm grinding really hard just this way, and the cock's thick and big,
right,
it'll hit my G-spot, just going
right.
back and forth and back and forth while I'm on top going like
right.
this.
So not up and down.
Yeah, no, not up and down.
The up and down is never. I feel like that's more of like a maybe
It's
for
a
some
porn
of it.
thing.
It's a porn thing.
It's for looks.
The up and down.
If I'm trying to be fancy and look like I'm cool.
If you're trying to look like a porn star,
Yeah.
right, you would do the up and down. But I agree, the grounding and the back and forth.
Right. So
that's like your sure
even
thing.
sometimes too, if I lean back a little bit.
Right.
You know, I lean back a little bit, and then even if he puts his hand on my pelvic right there, and so every time he's in there, it'll hit. I love that, or I love or leaning forward and having an orgasm by rubbing my clit against
right.
the stomach
That feels
area.
good too.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, I appreciate that. And now, so that's how you orgasm. So when you have sex with a guy, you have orgasms all different ways.
Yeah, I
clitoral
can,
and G-spot. Okay, so what about oral blowjob tips?
Oral blowjob.
What are your best?
tips?
Yeah, what are your best blowjob tips? We've got some callers coming in too, I believe.
Question.
And we're going to
I would say eye contact.
Yeah, you got to make eye contact.
Yeah, I think I find guys like to just see like the eyes bulging out of the head. You're trying to open your mouth really wide, and gagging and spitting. They love a lot of wet saliva, and
It's got to be right. It's got to
Yeah.
be wet. It's so true. You can't do a dry blowjob.
yeah, and in the whole gagging thing. Once you gag, they're like, yeah, it makes it feel like the really big
They
dick.
love the gagging. I know, even the little ones.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not gagging me, but you think it. Right, exactly. It's hilarious. Right. But so you said, so what about when you're guys with like smaller penises? How do you work? Because you said, do you just not do that? Oh, no, we're going to hurt a lot of men here. It's okay. Penises are fine. Your penis is fine no matter how it is.
Penises. Good question. Well, I really don't think I could choke. So you can't really do the choke thing because then they're going to know you're faking it.
It's kind of easier when their penis is smaller.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
it's a lot easier. Yeah. Just a ball licking.
Okay.
Ball licking.
Ball
men.
licking.
They
So
love
I
ball
didn't, I used to have
licking.
I think I had post-traumatic ball disorder growing up because I think I touched a guy's balls too hard once. And then for years I never touched men's balls. But then I was like, oh, wait, I got to it's softer.
Yeah.
And you have to use softer, put them in your mouth or put them in your hands, but don't be so hard on them.
Yeah, and the flicking really lightly, like I rub my nails.
Yeah.
Just on the
the
ball
nails.
sack, almost from the right where the asshole is, the little skin in between to
Right.
the balls. Just getting my nails and brushing it all the way up,
Like the taint.
So it's almost like I'm going to touch their asshole, but not, and I come all the way back up.
Do you find that a lot of men do when you touch their anus, perhaps their butt?
Every man.
I'd
say I'm not going to say how many guys I slept with, but I can't count anyways.
That's
but
so funny because
I'd say
so many men.
98%.
We've got a call, huh?
Not every man.
Not every man.
Yeah.
Anderson,
98%.
Have you had your buttocks played with? And you didn't
A
like
lot
it?
of things have happened down there, and it's not something I search for. But
Okay.
I'm just saying that not every.
So
not
you're
every
the 2%. I believe that there's a lot of men who have fear around it, and they don't even know how good it can feel.
Yeah.
And they should just try it once. Okay, we've got a call. I'll take this call. Let's talk to Ray. He just wants to talk. Hi, Ray. How you doing? Welcome to the Sex with Emily show.
Hi.
How are you? What did you want to talk about?
Well, my wife has passed away, but I still wanted to know if I was doing everything the way it should have been done.
Okay. And you could still have sex again. So what do you have a specific question? Because I'm actually talking to Kiara here, and Kiara Mia, she's a porn star, and she's got great advice too. So do you have any specific questions for us?
Okay. Whenever we had sex, I used to go down on her quite often, and we tried various positions, and everything seemed to go all right. But for some reason, I was over anxious all the time.
Oh, over anxious. So would you ejaculate too quickly?
No, I wouldn't. I would ejaculate too late.
Oh, you delayed ejaculation.
Yes.
Okay. So does that still happen to you now? Do you masturbate and you have a hard time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, have you ever gone to talk to your doctor about it?
Yes, I have. He gave me some pills.
And did it pills so you would ejaculate sooner?
Yes, it did.
And it worked. Okay. So
Yeah,
what kind of pills did he give you?
We tried. She got on top of me, and a rear entry, and she loved no matter what we did.
Okay. Well, that's
She was
good.
the best bed partner I ever had in my life.
Oh, I think you can have more partners then. You got to keep going out there. Are you going to still
I'm
date?
trying.
You should still do it, Ray. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. And I think you were doing fine. She sounds like she was happy, and now you've got your pills, and I hope they don't have any other side effects or
Kind
anything.
of bad that she had to die so soon, but
Oh, I'm
one of
sorry
those
about
things, I
that.
guess, of life.
I know. That's really hard. I'm sorry. How long were you together?
Just a touch over 3 years.
Okay. Well, I'm wishing you luck, and you'll be ready to get out there and just start doing things that you love, and you'll meet people naturally that way.
Definitely.
I hope so.
You will. I promise. Thanks, Ray. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to. Okay. Stop. Okay, there. New phones. The phones are new here. I'm new because I used to do a call-in show, and now we're starting to do callers again, which is awesome. Okay, so we can take another call here, and this is Junior. Hi, it's Emily. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Thanks for calling in. What's your question here? I've got Kiara here, and Kiara Mia is actually a porn star, and she's way more than that. Super knowledgeable about everything you want to know about sex. So how can we help you?
All right. So I had a question. My girlfriend, we've been together for almost a year now, but she had a lot of bad experiences with guys, and so it's kind of like I'm just trying to show her that, I'm not like those guys. But
right.
Oh, I love that.
She was, because of how her last guy was, she had to basically turn a lot of attention to females, and which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes she talks about being with them like on a more intimate level than just
okay. She
wanting
wants to be
do
with
stuff,
girls.
so I don't know
okay.
how to feel about it.
Okay, so you think you're jealous, or so there's nothing about that situation that turns you on?
Well, it turns me on, but like she had a couple exes that she was like, it wasn't like there's a couple girls that she was with that it wasn't just sex. It was like girls that she like felt really intense for, but then she kind of like how you say it, like she almost fell in love with them, but she didn't want to have a relationship, but she had that love feeling for them. So like sometimes it makes me feel like
I see. You're worried that she might leave you for a woman.
It's not that it's worried. It's just that sometimes she talks about those exes like as if she still wants to like mess around with them once in a while because they don't live here no more. But sometimes they visit, and then when they do, she kind of like she wants to go visit them. But then I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's not because she had feelings for them that way at one time. Like I feel like it's wrong because she's not just doing something with somebody; she's doing with somebody that she fell for. You know?
Right. Well, I don't think that you should. I mean, what does she tell you? I mean, I think you should ask her the truth. Does she say that she wants to be with them, or Yeah.
Well, I've asked her. It's just that she says that like at one point she could have been with them, but she doesn't want to have.
She's choosing you. She's choosing you, so I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, if she you know what I mean? No, but you said, but I would feel like. So, what's your question then?
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the problem?
What's the problem? How can I help you?
My question is just if I'm thinking too much about it.
I think you're thinking too much about it.
Okay.
I think if you trust her,
I think whether it doesn't matter if it's a girl or a guy. I understand the concern of the fact that there's feelings involved, period.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if it's a girl or a guy, and that's you and her are going to have to discuss the boundaries of your relationship and what's okay and what's not okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So just have a conversation with her. I mean, seriously, like discuss it, have a conversation, and just be open with her. Tell her, sometimes this makes me a little worried. I think that she'd appreciate to hear that that's how you're feeling. And then just to reassure you.
I've tried a couple of times, and then one of the problems that she had with two of the exes that she had is they try to control her. So now something little like that, like she would
I see. So you're trying not to. No, I don't think this is a controlling thing. This is like a loving thing. Like I really care about you, and I just want you to know that these things make me feel comfortable. I want you to do what you want to do, but I just want you to reassure me. Right. So I think you're fine, Junior. I would just have a talk with her, and and I think you might be worrying too much. Thank you for calling Sex with Emily. Okay, we've got a lot of calls coming in for you. We've got so many questions for you. So here we go. We're going to take Dave in San Pedro. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Doing good. Kind of nervous right now.
Oh, don't
You're
be.
nervous? Don't be
Take
nervous.
a deep breath and just let it go.
Okay, what's your question?
I was going to ask, what is your favorite position?
My favorite position, it depends. Right now, I like being choked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so whether you're behind me doggy and you're choking me, or whether you're on top of me missionary and are holding me down by the throat, those two right now are my favorite.
Oh, cool. And what else? And do you like to go down on people?
I love it. I'm a giver. I'm a giver. Yeah. So for me, I'd rather give than receive. So yeah,
cool.
I love it.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Dave, for calling.
You're welcome.
Have a great day. Okay, we got another question for you about positions and stuff for Kiara. Okay. Dwayne, thanks for calling Sex with Emily. I'm here with Kiara.
Yes, Emily. How you doing?
Good.
Hi,
calling from
Dwayne.
New York. Thanks for calling in.
Yes, I'm so excited right now.
Ooh, I love you.
One of my favorite porn stars.
I love you, East Coast men. I'm a sucker for East Coast
we love you too, baby. We know what time it is when you come to the Big Apple.
Oh yeah, always. I can say that 2 times in a row.
Oh yeah, we congratulate you on all your awards and everything and all that good stuff. And keep pushing up. There are a lot of other positive men out there in New York City that are probably doing just as well as you are and all that good stuff. And my sexual question is, I'm a magnet about sex too. I just love it. And what do you feel about the pussy on lips position? I just love that shit. To see my tongue is.
Wait, say it again. What kind of something on the lips?
Dwayne is a filthy animal.
Dwayne, we didn't
I'm
understand.
a dirty old man, and I'm a bad dirty old man.
Okay, so Dwayne, I didn't understand. Pussy on the lips? What did he say?
Yes, ma'am. Pussy. This is where you stand over my face.
Right.
And if you got, and if you, and I know what you look like, and I said, well, I don't know. If she bends it just right, she should still be able to. Besides, I got a pretty long tongue. You
got a long tongue. That's awesome.
You're
talking about the girls sitting in your face, and you want to know how Kiara feels about that?
Right.
How do you feel about that, Kiara?
I love tongues anywhere.
So there you go, Dwayne.
If you tell me I can sit on your face, I will suffocate you.
Yeah, you know what you come to the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love it. I would love it. I love it.
There you go, Dwayne. Take that with you to bed tonight, okay? I know you'll be thinking about that.
Oh, I take her to bed every night.
Oh,
Okay,
Dwayne,
have
thanks
a
for
good
calling.
night.
Thanks. Okay, we got other calls coming in.
You think
for
Dwayne's got anybody locked up down in the basement?
I'm not sure about Dwayne. He's got like a shrine to Kiara, I think. I think that's what he's got
That
going
creeps.
on.
That
oh
would
my
be kinda
God,
cool.
I know. Well, we got to take a few more calls. Okay, Juan. Hello. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily. Juan.
Juan was a little nervous.
Juan was
I
so
don't think he
nervous.
made
He
it.
got so excited. Okay, we'll talk to Tony in L.A. Hey, Tony, what's going on? Thanks for calling Sex with Emily.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Great. How
Hi,
are you?
Tony.
Oh, I'm good.
So you got a question?
Yes. My question is, I just wanted to know, as far as Kiara, where did you start as far as your workouts when you started working out and you were getting into better shape? How did you begin as far as starting point? And then how did you get to where you're at? I know you work with a personal trainer and everything like that. So I just want to kind of know where you started off, because I'm trying to get myself in better shape, and I want to know what you actually did to get yourself in a better shape.
Oh, that's my favorite subject. Tony,
She is in good shape.
I first made a commitment. I made a commitment that my vision was going to be to drop 20 pounds. It was a commitment and a vision. So I made a goal. Once I made the goal, then from there, I hired a personal trainer. I told her my goal, and that's it. And then I showed up because I made a commitment. So no matter at one point, even if I'm not motivated, even if I want to quit, I made a commitment to 20 pounds. So that's my vision. Once you have a vision and you're clear of that vision, everything else is easy. So that's when I hired a personal trainer, because I'm not motivated, because I will not go to the gym by myself.
Right.
You mean, like, I know my obstacles.
Right, exactly. That's like the biggest thing in life, that you have to know your obstacles.
So
and
I hired a personal trainer who holds me accountable. So I will get up extra early because I have to see her, because it's her time.
Right.
And I don't want to, disrespect my time to her. So I'm accountable now to show up, the 4 or 5 days that we have our appointment set. And then I did that for a couple months. And then I tried to kind of eat healthy, but I wasn't really eating healthy. So at that point, I got a nutritionist, somebody to put me on a diet. And this is somebody who, I want to, of course, like, they're taking their time out to set the diet. So for them, I got to keep my word, and I'm accountable. They always ask me every day, every week, where I'm at, how it's going.
This is who? This is a nutritionist, you said? Or
Yeah,
okay.
who does my diet plan.
Great.
And then from there, I think the biggest thing I make, because diet is huge, I bought one of those 6-pack bags where it's a thermal, and it comes with 5 slots with 5 containers. So you pre-make your food every day, and you put them in there. And you could put like water on the side, your protein shake. So that's it. Like, I can't eat anything other than what's in my box for the day.
That's really smart.
So at any time,
that's a good idea.
Yeah. So anytime I'm hungry, like, I have it in the back seat. So if I'm in traffic for 2 hours and I'm not going to get home, or I'm not going to be able to make it to lunch, I grab it. So there's no excuse for me not to keep on the diet.
You don't have to turn into McDonald's if you don't have food.
Exactly.
That's really smart.
And then at my house, I don't keep any junk food, because I don't have self-control.
Right.
So
That's
if there's
smart.
junk food, there's a good chance I'm going to take a bite.
Right.
So at my house, and I try, so when it's birthday parties, I always have a piece of cake.
Right.
I always know it's going to happen.
Right.
So
it's okay, because
again,
every once in a while, you can't say never. I'm never going to have cake. I'm never going to eat
Exactly.
bread. It's just in moderation, and setting goals, I think, is huge.
So I know my obstacles. So I make sure my diet, everything is, and my workout, I'm accountable. If I'm not accountable to somebody, most likely I'm not going to show up. So for me, it works to have a trainer and a nutritionist and people who hold me accountable to reach my goal.
And your coach. I
And my
think I love
coach.
how you're living your life. Okay. Thanks, Tony. Those are some good tips, right? Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Appreciate the advice. Thanks.
Okay, bye,
Have a good night, Tony.
Hey, guys, I just came up with a new one.
Go ahead.
To get me to go to the gym on a regular
Go ahead,
basis.
Anderson. How are you going to get there?
There's certain podcasts that I absolutely love. Yours is one of them, Emily.
Okay, thank
I'd be
you.
lying if I just said I didn't listen to yours.
Do you really at the gym?
Well, no, I sit here and listen to it
Oh,
when I'm staring at you.
He hates me.
But no, there'd be like, let's say you have like your favorite podcast. Let's say it's Sex with Emily. It's like about an hour a week, maybe 2 hours a week. I only allow myself to listen to Sex with Emily while I'm at the gym.
Right.
So if I'll be like missing Sex with Emily because I haven't been in the gym in a couple of days. I can't hear Sex with Emily unless I go to the gym.
Right. That's smart.
And then I might fall behind if I'm not spending enough time at the gym. So
Right, exactly.
It's definitely worked a lot.
And I've got 2 podcasts a week now, so you got to go for 2 hours.
Just boys shouldn't be getting boners at the gym while listening.
They do, though. Do you know that I get emails from people all the time who are like, I listen to the gym and I love it, but then I get turned on. I'm like, that's not really my intention, but maybe you can go into the bathroom. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we got another call here for you. Okay, Anthony in LA. Hey, Anthony. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily.
Hey, what's going on?
You're on with Kiara.
Hi,
and
Anthony.
Emily.
How
and
are
me.
you?
What's going on?
Good. Yeah, I just had a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, what does it take for a guy to win your heart, to sweep you off your feet?
You know what?
Be your Prince Charming.
It's actually very easy. I like aggressive, assertive men.
Check.
I like men who are family-oriented, who are gentlemen, who like to be the masculine energy. I'll be the feminine energy. I love romantic men. I love kind-hearted men. Yeah, kind-hearted. You know, somebody with a good soul who wants to give back. You know, you can still be very aggressive and dominant and successful, but I don't like assholes at all.
Me neither. Okay. How's
It's
that?
actually, and consistency. Oh, consistency is huge. I like to have my texts returned and my phone calls returned in a timely manner.
And don't disappear. Don't play games.
Yeah, can't do that.
Can't play games.
I'm very, very, very quick to cut people out.
Right.
Even if I misinterpreted something, which I do a lot, I'm still quick to cut people out.
Don't you think people are texting too much and relationships are falling apart because they're texting all the time and they misinterpret things?
Oh, huge.
Pick up the goddamn phone. Anthony, the next time you meet someone, pick her up the phone and call her.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Because when you text people, that can cause arguments because some things could be missaid the wrong way.
Right.
And I come off a lot as cold on my texts because I'm very abrupt with what I say, and I don't mean to.
And you're so not cold at all. You seem so warm and loving.
Yes.
But sometimes you just don't have time. Like I always do XO smiley face because people feel like people can think I'm cold too. So,
Yeah.
right. That's smart. Okay, Anthony.
Well, I think you're beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you. Well, I am single.
Oh, there you go, Anthony. You guys are going to take this offline. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily. You can listen to this podcast tomorrow. Okay, thanks.
All right.
Okay, we've got more here. We've got Tim in Dallas. Hey, Tim. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great, Kiara. First and foremost, let me just say that you are definitely the Kim Kardashian of porn. I've been watching all your films. I take my hat off to you from right here in the Lone Star.
Oh, thank you. I love that. That's a huge compliment.
That is huge.
All right. I have a two-parter question. First, one, I need to know what advice. I need to know how to pleasure a beautiful woman on the first date. And two, I know this is very important, but I need to. I heard you did a porn parody of Keeping Up with Kiara Mia. When is that going to come out?
That's the big question.
Yeah, the trailer's done. We're waiting for the website to be finished up. It should be up in 2 weeks for sure. So you'll see the trailer. 2 weeks after that, the release of the movie will be coming.
2 weeks from 2 weeks from today?
The trailer will be out, and then 2 weeks after that, the movie. So in a month, for sure.
All right. Back to my first question. How do I pleasure the most beautiful? I've been in a relationship for 3 years. How do I start pleasuring a woman on the first date?
And sexually or emotionally?
Sexually.
Sexually.
On the first date, you're going to have sex on the first date? How do you know?
I'm a little nervous because she wants to go all the way for the first time.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I was telling Emily earlier, definitely a lot of kissing, a lot of foreplay, play with the nipples a lot. And I'm talking like 5-10 minutes to where her hips start grinding, where she's like, okay, move your hands down. You keep your hands as long as you can on her breast, on her face, on her neck. Kiss down on her shoulders, kiss her arms, kiss the nape of her neck. Sucking on the neck will drive any girl nuts. I'm telling you right now.
It's true, but men don't know this.
Any girl nuts.
I say this. I'm so glad you're here because I say this all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that you say this all the time. And I mean, I say this all the time and people don't listen to me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you, that alone will get her. Then from there, she's going to start moaning instantly. Once you hear the moaning and you see her hips start grinding, then slowly over her clothes, gently start, rubbing the vagina area. And stay there for a minute until she either pulls up her dress or starts unbuckling her own pant.
So we're talking about teasing.
Yeah, it's all about teasing.
Take
then
it slow.
once you hit it, she's ready to orgasm.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You got it? I love that. I feel like I'm going to have an orgasm. Okay, that was hot. Okay, thank you so much, Tim. Good luck to you. Let us know how it goes. Okay. Well, I guess we have one more call, but first I got to talk about one thing here with Anderson. I got to talk to you about Ting-a-ling. Okay, Ting.
I was trying to think of a good segue there, and you know what? He could save some money on his monthly phone bill.
It's true.
And I think that ladies like to be pleasured by being taken out to nice dinners more than anything else on the first date, right?
Women, if you just want to spend more money in your life, like I've saved so much money. Okay, we waste a lot of money on our cell phone plans. There's so many things that we don't use that we pay for. You're locked into these things. You're locked into these agreements forever. And if you go to Ting, they've got this amazing service for you. It's run through Sprint, and you get there's no add-on charges for voicemail, caller ID. The best part is they have this revenue calculator. You go to their website, you go to Ting, go to emily.ting.com, and you can put in your, let's say you're with another calling plan. You put in your who you're with.
Just like your really basic information, and they fill everything else out for you.
They fill it all out, and then they calculate it. They're like, oh, this is what you're paying with your plan. We'll save you $75 a month. And it's such a cool service, and they have excellent online support.
Yeah, if you call their number, live people actually answer the phone and talk to you.
Exactly.
Which is rare.
And they also have this relief program that, you know how you don't want to end your plan. Sometimes you're like, oh my God, I got 2 more years, or they're going to charge me $5,000 or something.
It's usually not that much.
It's not $5,000, but it feels like $5,000. They actually give you credit towards that. They give you credit towards that, but also they're just an amazing program, and you will not be paying as much as everyone else on their plan.
Yeah, let's say you get another year left in your plan. You want to get out. You want to start saving whatever it is, whether it's $50 a month, $75 a month. If you have like a family plan, it might be like $150 a month you save, but you don't want to pay that penalty to AT&T or Verizon.
Right.
They Ting will honor up to $75 or 25% of whatever that
it makes it so
penalty
worthwhile.
is going to be.
Exactly. So you don't have to worry about the penalty anymore. Just go to emily.ting.com to receive $25 off your first device purchase, or you get $25 in service credit if you bring in your own device. So you can also go to podcast1.com and click on the Sex with Emily podcast page and click on the Ting banner. So if you want to save some money, like I'm always looking at my bills, I'm like, I'm paying too much for renter's insurance, I'm paying too much for this and that. And if you're paying too much for your cell phone bill, which you probably are, you should go to emily.ting.com to receive $25 off your first device purchase, or $25 in service credit if you bring in your own device. So that's what you should do too. And Kiara, this is amazing. I guess we're running on it. We could do one more call.
Yeah, let's go to Justin because he wants to say
Justin
thanks.
Justin just wants to thank you, Kiara, for living, for existing on the planet. Hey, Justin in New York. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily. I'm here with Kiara.
Hi.
Kiara Mia.
Hi, Justin.
What's going on?
How are you? I just want to say hello to Kiara. I'm a huge fan. And I had two things I wanted to thank you. Two things I wanted to thank you for. The first was we met one time. I'm actually I'm a fireman in New York, and I gave you a T-shirt, and you posted a picture on Instagram with it. I don't think the letters have ever looked better than on you.
Oh, thank you, love.
That's so sweet.
Thank you very much. It brought such a huge smile to my face when I saw it, and that's all. I really am a huge fan.
Aww.
And, the other thing I want to thank you for is, obviously, I follow your pictures on Instagram, and I love them all. But I got into a little bit eating better because of all the meals that you put on. I've always been a finicky eater. You make them actually look appealing, and I've been trying to get into the more healthier diet. And then I saw some, you always post your like weekly meals and stuff like that, some of the meals, and I was like, wow, that actually looks good. So I started trying some of the stuff.
Good.
I'm going to start following you on Instagram now, too. We just met. Okay, that's great, Justin.
Well, I'll be in New York again, October 28th and November 4th.
Cool. Okay. Thanks, Justin. Thanks
Bye,
for calling.
love. Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay, so tell me all your contact info, how people can find you, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, your website.
Twitter.com/MySexyKiaraMia. Best way to reach me would be email kiaramanagement@yahoo.com. And my Instagram is Kiara Mia Films.
Okay, got it. Okay, and I am Sex with Emily on Twitter, Sex with Emily on Instagram, and Facebook. Like my Facebook page. And thank you so much, Kiara. This was amazing to meet you. I mean, this has been great. You have so many amazing fans. Kiara Mia, check out her website. And thanks everyone for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me feedback@sexwithemily.com. I'm Emily from sexwithemily.com. CrazyGirlProducts.com carries unique pheromone-infused products that make you feel sexy and confident. I'm crazy about their Wannabe Naked Shave Cream. It's made perfectly for your more intimate areas. No shave bumps or ingrown hairs. Use coupon code Emily25 for 25% off at CrazyGirlProducts.com.